Go ahead and call this Senate Committee meeting for Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks to order. First bill that we are going to take up is going to be Senate Bill 2641. So I'm going to entertain a motion to remove that bill from the table.
I so move, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, so the bill is back before us. I'm going to recognize Senator Seymour to explain the proposed amendments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We're going to amend, starting on line 20 of the bill. After the word any, removing firearm, and then inserting the following term. Firearm means any weapon which will or is designed to expel a projectile by action of an explosion or by compressed air or gas. And then removing from line 34 from the apostrophe past vehicle down to the end of the section.
So on
And
line
then-
34, you're wanting to remove or to ingress and egress from a motor vehicle parked on the right of way to lawfully access a site off the right of way or return from a lawfully accessed site off the right of way, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then removing from line 56, the repealer.
All right, let's stick with the first two amendments first, and then
Okay.
we'll move to the last one. How about? So is there any discussion on the proposed amendments? I know was a lot of discussion about this the other day, and I feel like this is going to take care of a lot of heartburn with the department. So with that, I'll open the floor. Are there any questions? Or a motion on the first two amendments? All in favor?
Move. Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Now, you wanted to remove the reverse repealer.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to go to Judd B with this thing with a clean bill with council, because Judd B be a little more tougher.
Just to catch Senator Suber up, because I know that he had worked with you a lot on this bill. Senator, on line 34, from the comma behind vehicle, he removed the remainder of that language, which I believe is where you had a lot of questions the other day. That was taken care of, and then there was some clarifying language in the very beginning, so I wanted to key you in on that. So Senator Seymour is would you like to move forward with the motion to remove the reverse repealer, or do you want to leave it in there?
After referring to council, leaving it in would be appropriate, you think?
Okay, so with that, are there any other questions on the bill as it stands for a motion?
I move to adopt the committee sub.
Title sufficient do pass. Committee sub, I believe, is the motion. All in favor? Opposed? That bill carries. Next bill we're going to bring up will be Senate Bill 2639. Very, very simple bill. Basically, all this does is bring forward the code sections dealing with the Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks. We feel like this is important as we do often, just to give ourselves opportunities in case a need arises in the future. So with that, I'm going to recognize Senator Ladner for a motion for a reverse repealer. All in favor? Opposed? That bill has a reverse repealer. Is there any discussion on the bill? For a motion? Motion is title sufficient to pass committee sub. All in favor? Opposed? That bill carries. Now, the last bill that we have today would be House Bill number 526, and I'm going to recognize Senator Ladner to explain the bill.
So 526 basically says it is possible that if you want to wear a pink fluorescent alternative instead of an orange fluorescent when hunting, this will make that possible.
That's a basic explanation of the bill. Any questions? Senator England?
Senator Ladner, thank you for your explanation of the bill. I do have a few questions, I believe. Do you know if deer can see orange?
Do not,
Do you know if deer can see pink?
do not.
So what are we doing here with colors for hunting? Why are we doing that?
I think we're satisfying other people's needs and colors. But I
Okay. Well, let me ask you this too. Being a man that appreciates the color pink very much and has been pictured in pink, are we sure our Mississippi hunters are ready for photos holding their animals wearing pink clothing?
It's a decision they have to make.
Okay, so it's a personal
Yeah.
preference. Okay. Thank you, Senator Ladner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senator Ladner, how many different shades of pink will this be?
Only it's got to be unbroken. It can't be, it's just got to be solid pink, same as orange.
Unbroken.
It's fluorescent too.
So not pretty in pink or,
Can't be plaid pink, can't be anything that's unbroken fluorescent pink only. Oh,
Yeah, Senator Ladner, I'm sorry. I would like to save most of these on the floor, and I can promise you I'll have a few more questions when we get to that point. Is this something the does have been complaining about?
I do not know that question.
Okay, well, I would like you to maybe find that out before you get to the floor because it's a very important, it was a very important question. Yeah, fawns might also, maybe some of the smaller antlered bucks might be big into this, but I just would like to know where this came from. Thank you, Senator Ladner.